Wow, we back. Live out your dreams. We just gonna jump straight right into it. Do you remember they said this was the draft class of our draft class for quarterbacks? This was the class that had way more talent than Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward, basically. Because these are the guys that were supposed to replace Shedeur Sanders, to be honest. This is what they was building it up as. Oh, this is a generational draft class. This a whoop de whoop. This a goddamn. But they was really saying this stuff and positioning it, saying these are the guys that's going to replace Shedeur Sanders. So we're going to hype these guys up just to take away from Shedeur Sanders, which is fine. Cool, whatever. But they was hyping him up so much, I had to go see what's up. I knew we ain't seen Archie play, so I'm not even gonna grade Archie. And after his second game, we already wrote Archie off because he's not that guy like they said he was, and it's not his fault he's not that guy. It's y'all fault for putting it on him. That's why I keep telling y'all it's y'all fault for putting it on him. Remember these guys, K Klubnitz, the Drew Arlars, the Lenores, they put at least 10 quarterbacks ahead of Shedeur Sanders. Now there's only one remaining out there. Because they know Carson Beck ain't really just like a, but he's good. He's been playing good, but he ain't what the NFL wanted the prototypical quarterback is the whoop de whoop. But they had Archie, Drew Sellers, Nussheimer, Lenore Seller, DJ Lagway. Y'all remember all this, bro? They had a lot. K Covenant, Drew Allar, Nico, and they ain't got. And what's so funny, they ain't even got the best player from this year. They ain't said nothing about Fernando Mendoza. So they once they seen he wasn't it, they keep trying to find the quarterback just to try to put above for the Browns can draft y'all. But it's cool, it's fine. But this is supposed to be a generational draft class. Remember a quarterback, and now it's only one quarterback that's projected to be really a top 10 pick or first rounder, and for that's Fernando Mendoza. Everybody else was trash this year. Y'all trying to give Dante Moore his thing, but he said I gotta go back to college and still perfect my craft because I'm not ready for the NFL yet, which is obvious. He threw a pick on the first down last. I mean, he threw a pick on the first play in the championship game the other day. Now I'm not saying you don't throw picks, but not on the first play. You know what I'm saying? In the championship, we've been practicing this play all week. But yeah, I just wanted to get that out there, man. See if we can, because everybody said it, bro. Everybody said it, bro. And you got to go back a couple months to get it out. They were just trying to find anybody. Tyson Love, they trying to find anybody, bro. And that's what they trying to do. They trying to find anybody. They don't care who they take. They don't care who they take. As long as it ain't Shedeur, and then we gonna prop them up. Top 25 quarterbacks in the 2026 draft class. All right, let's go into it. Avery Johnson. They got Avery Johnson up here, the boy from Kansas State. He's not ready for no NFL. I don't even think he's gonna be an NFL quarterback, to be honest. But the NFL quarterback has died down, so this is supposed to be the top draft quarterback class of all time for real. Look, I just saw you Browns. We won't. Ain't none of these quarterbacks done nothing. Shout out to Fernando Mendoza because he is handling his business. Names you need to know. Tommy say he came out hating on Shedeur hard for no reason. And I'm like, Ty, not you too. Come on, McShay. NFL draft quarterback tiers you need to know for this season. quarterback tier 1. This the top of the top. Nussmeier, no, he's not it. I don't know where he going this year. Sellers, no. Sam Levitt, he going back to college. Drew Allar, no. John Mateer, they would start naming anybody. Carson Beck, and they ain't. That's what I'm saying. These guys don't know what they talking about. These guys don't know what they talking about. They just put 10 quarterbacks in front of the kid, and ain't nobody. And this supposed to be a generational draft class. Ain't nobody did nothing. That's what I'm saying. These guys get on these shows on ESPN and just straight put quarterbacks way up there that ain't did nothing. Try to hype them up for, and then that's why you get so many Justin Herberts. That's why Sam Darnold took him forever to get right. It took him 6-7 years to get right. It took Sam Darnold about 5-6 years. It took Trevor Lawrence 5-6 years to get right. And we ain't even gonna go into the black or white quarterback thing. We're gonna leave that alone. We got Dante Moore, they want him. Junior, they got Simpson from Alabama. He ain't ready either. They trying to make anybody that, but like I said, they named 10 quarterbacks this year. Chase Daniels, two quarterback class. Okay, that ain't Chase. Look like Chase. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Full quarterback. Let's go to that part. If I were him, this is what I'm talking about. Ain't none of these. So y'all just need to relax and take flight because the kid is here. Look, Dante Moore, he coming back to school. Let me just put out 3 months ago. Dante Moore, he coming back to school. Unheard of. These people ain't even doing nothing. Ain't nobody on the list doing nothing. Simpson come back to school. So you got Fernando Mendoza and Carson Beck. Carson ain't ready to be a first round pick, but maybe he do something in the game. He might be. He is a little older. But everybody else fail. Big fail. Dante Moore, he coming back to school. Fernando Mendoza, he's the number 1 pick. That's what they say. Everybody else fail. They trying to make anybody a top quarterback just for they can put in front of the kid. Just for the Browns can draft them and be trash. But I just wanted to go back and show y'all. These people don't know what they talking about with quarterbacks. They don't know what they talking about with quarterbacks. I can look at a quarterback in one drive and see if he got something and ready to do something. I promise you I can. I seen Lamar play one play. First play of the Syracuse game. I seen him play one game. I seen him play that one play and said, whoa, this the baddest man I've seen since Vic. I've been waiting on this kid for 15 years. I've been waiting on Lamar Jackson for 15 years since Michael Vick. Because I ain't never seen nothing like Michael Vick. I'm waiting. I was like, it's going to have to happen again. Vince Young and them was cool. But we talking about Michael Vick. We talking about a quarterback, the fastest player on the field. With the ball is the quarterback, and he was the fastest, and he had jukes, and he had a 75-yard run and a 75-yard pass that same game. And it was a long pass. He outran the safety that game, beat the angle. I knew Lamar Jackson, who he was, just off of that, just off of them skill traits. I knew the kid at North Texas this year. I watched him for like a half. I was like, oh yeah, he got something. I like him. Now he going up. I know, you know what I'm saying? So these guys don't know. They just want to build their case or whatever that is. I ain't even really watched Fernando Mendoza outlet too hard. But what I have seen from him, he made some good throws. He made some good plays. He handled his business. But I just wanted to point this out to y'all. This is some of the lists these people had trying to make this supposed to be the 2026 generational draft class talent with the quarterback. Y'all remember all this stuff? Top 10 quarterback ranking. Yeah, the top 10 quarterback ranking. I ain't even heard of these people. The Baylors, okay. The Fernando number 6, Drew Arler number 7. There they go. This is what they want. Drew Arler number 7. Nico, he done left his school. He ain't did nothing. Cade Cubs, Gary Nussheim. I knew Gary Nussmeyer wasn't nothing. Because if you can't do nothing with LSU, with all the dollars LSU had here, but it might be a little different now. He don't know what he talking about. That's what I'm saying. Y'all try to get a list and whoop de whoop. These guys don't got it. And they switch it up every week. Oh, he ain't doing good this week. We're gonna switch it up. 2026 draft class. Bucky Brooks. Who is Bucky Brooks?
6'7".
This supposed to be the draft class of our draft class of quarterbacks. Who ain't nothing? Nope. 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 Carson Beck got a chance to do something. Nope. Nothing. That's what I'm saying. These people just be talking, bro. These people just be talking, and since them people fell off the map, I try to put new names up there. Ty Stimson, Dante Moore fell off the map today. He going back to school, so we got Ty Stimson, Carson Big, and what's the other kid name? Fernando Mendoza. Now Fernando Mendoza ain't had a lot of big games in yardage this year, or a lot of big games of playing against great schools this year, but he doing what he needs to do. He manages the game, handling his business, making great throws. We're gonna see in the national championship game what we all need to see, whatever. That's gonna be the telling, that's gonna be the ending of it before you go to the league. But I definitely wanted to get this out here because I remember every face, I remember every word, I remember every name they put down. And Sam Levy going back to school, that's what I'm saying. Like all these people, bro, like, and then you got to go back because they talk about it like, and Todd McShay, you heard me, bro, coming out against Shedeur for no reason. Trying to put anybody in front of the kid just because. And then, y'all know these people ain't better than Shedeur, bro. That's first of all. Shedeur is the real talk, bro. Shedeur is the most, what you call it, prepared quarterback to come out the draft in the last, since Andrew Luck. Since he came out. Not taking nothing away from Joe Burrow, but Joe Burrow had Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson and a lot more stuff going on, which is great, which is cool. That's why they had to give him Jamar Chase again when he get to the league, because he needs Jamar Chase, which is every quarterback needs a Jamar Chase. So I'm not taking nothing away from Joey B. But Andrew Luck everything was prepared for greatness to be in the league. Peyton Manning, same thing. That's who I got Shedeur on the list with in my quarterback room. I'm not even trying to be funny. That's who I got Shedeur on the list with in my quarterback evaluations from just what I see watching the games and being prepared for the league. Not saying who the best was, because Lamar Jackson the best. I'm saying just being more prepared for the league, from the mind, from the arm, from the toughness of Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck did run a 4.5 too, and he was smart. He knew what was going on. From the accuracy to being just a prototypical, fundamental, great quarterback. That's who I got Shedeur on the list with coming out of college. Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck being totally ready, totally fit for the game, for the NFL. And all these talking heads, they all look the same. Remember I told y'all that. They all look the same. So shout out to Diva for saying we need to pay attention to us now. We're not even paying attention to none of the BS no more. We paying attention to us now because they need us for them to look like they doing something. They ain't really doing nothing, but hey, They've been hating on Lamar Jackson before he couldn't even go run his 40 at the draft because he was scared they gonna put him at receiver. That's how cold Lamar Jackson was. He couldn't even go run his 40 at the combine because he gonna run too fast. They be like, man, put that boy at receiver. Y'all remember what that boy said? What's the boy's name? Bill Polian. Y'all remember what Bill Polian said? Let me go find it for real quick, just in case y'all forgot, bro. And as soon as Lamar got to start a whole for his first full season, he go win MVP for him. And y'all know they took away the MVP away from last year. So I always refer to him as 3-time MVP. But they can't give Lamar Jackson being a 3-time MVP because that's up there with Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers numbers, and Tom Brady things. And we can't get that to this Negro from Pompano. Look, first take debate if Lamar Jackson switched to receiver. Do you hear this? That's what I'm talking about, Phil. Don't pay this stuff no attention, bro. He couldn't even run his 40 at the combine because they want the boy to switch to receiver because the boy just too good at quarterback. We can't have that Negro playing quarterback because he's just too good. Nah, you wasn't wrong for saying that's what you want to say. Bill Polian should move to receiver. The accuracy isn't there. They go always gonna say some BS. Let me go find it. You can't doubt Lamar. Ain't nothing to that. I told you when I first seen the kid, I was like, that's him. I've been waiting on him. That shit crazy, bro. And then he ain't gonna come back and say that on camera. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I just wanted to point out how Isla B is this supposed to be the greatest generational class of all time of quarterbacks, and ain't nothing coming out, ain't nothing popping out. I just wanted to show y'all what it looks like, man. It is what it is, though. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all make sure y'all get at the kid, man. And I'm gonna get at y'all next time.